All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the Frag VALORANT Major Philadelphia. As I'm Breaking CPK, joined by Elevated here. We got map number 3 going to be upon us here between Team Name and Juul Team 6. This is a LAN event. There's 16 teams total, 4 teams in each group, in this round-robin format today. So looking forward to continuing action. Very first series of 4 series that's going to be coming at you in our coverage here. And we got map 3, though, on Ascent. This should be a good one. This has been a tight series, you know, maybe favoring one team coming into it, but an event like this, you never really know. And we definitely had some surprises as a result.
Oh. Yeah, a lot of that just seemed like it was Juul Team 6 just winning gun duels for the most part. Like the strategy from both teams was pretty straightforward. It seemed like we didn't see a ton of crazy stuff. We saw some interesting utility combos, but ultimately Juul Team 6 was just winning opening duels at a higher percentage than Team Name, and that is a huge part of the game on Fracture because those early advantages can really snowball.
Yeah. So Ascent is where we're going to be taking now. And again, I was double checking it here. It looks like technically each of the maps were won by the opposing team. Juul Team 6, they did choose Icebox, and of course, Team Name won that one. Then Team Name chose Fracture. Juul Team 6 won that one. So map 3, of course, no one necessarily picking it. It's just what we end with in the end. But Ascent, it's a pretty solid standard map for a lot of teams. This is probably one of the more comfortable maps, I would say, for most teams. Certainly an agent that we should expect to see is Sova. Not necessarily the most unique thing, but Sova definitely make appearances here. Then perhaps the occasional Reyna as well. And I also go back to, Chamber. Are we going to see Chamber? I know we keep bringing it up, but it's still a newer agent, so the comfortable factor may not necessarily be there for a lot of these teams yet, but one could hope still.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it doesn't necessarily feel like it, but you never know. You never know.
Yeah. But they're setting up for map 3 and going to get into agent selection soon right here. Oh, yeah, the other thing I wanted to bring up, though, is other match results. Of course, this, like I said, there's 16 teams here. They have 8 matches going at a time. So shout out to Nerd Street Gamers putting on this event here from Philadelphia at their studios. And not only the players seem like they're having some fun, but it's a great competition to see. But some other results, Sonics, we mentioned earlier, took out Yellow Submarines 2-0. Bad Boy Crew taking out XAT Female 2-0 themselves, and we also had On the Way defeating Cloud9 White 2-0 amongst some other results. Sewer Cats and Zero Marksman Silver are headed to map 3. They're one of the 2 series just like ours. That's going to a map 3. But anything standing out to you out of all that?
Not really. I mean, Cloud9 White losing to On the Way has definitely got some very good players on it. Brock, Bang, J. Cool. These are guys who are on, tier 2, tier 1 orgs.
Sure.
So definitely highly skilled players. But I mean, Sonics taking care of business. Looks like they won 13-1, 13-0, or 13-0, 13-1. So definitely, like we said, probably coming into this as potentially the favorite to win and taking care of business in round number 1.
Yep, so again, after this series wraps up, we'll be continuing on coverage here, and don't know exactly what we're going to be covering yet, but some fun matches to look forward to throughout. I know there's been people asking about other matches. I believe this is the only student we have of this event, so there's maybe some other matches you may want to see. We'll just do our best to keep you updated, though, as far as how those are playing out, at the very least, when it comes down to it. But I also want to stress, again, as people may know, there's also the Fullerton event going on from Nerd Street Gamers as well. That'll be starting a little bit later on today, I believe, of course, over there on the West Coast. So that is a separate event, though. So to clarify, this is the Philadelphia event, the Fullerton event, also going to have its own coverage. You can check out the stream coverage of that once that gets going too. But just a lot of North American Valorant LAN action, thanks to Nerd Street Gamers coming at us here on this beautiful December weekend.
Yeah, it's great to see. I mean, we just saw the North American hopes and dreams get dashed a little bit at Valorant Champions, and I know I keep bringing that up, but this is the type of thing that NA needs. We need talent to develop and play and show up on LAN and get that experience and come back a little stronger in 2022.
I was trying to clarify, but somebody was mentioning how one of the players one of the teams is only even like 14 years old. I'm not mistaken. And it's just, I mean, I know I shouldn't be that surprised by that by now, but it's, you know, it's obviously really cool seeing this very young talent that's coming out of the seat, you know, making some big plays, making an impact, and being able to develop themselves at such a young age to, of course, you know, grow into something that we can see on the big stage one day. So, yeah, this is a perfect event. It goes back to a perfect event for something like that, to be able to develop yourselves as players and teams to make big plays down the lines. But we have agent selection here on Map 3 Elevated. Here we go. We are, as expected, going to be seeing the Sova. We're going to see the Astros making some plays here. But Sova KO. So we're going to see this Sova KO combo on both sides.
Yeah, KO from both sides, actually, replacing the Sky. I love it. I mean, I've been a big fan of this agent since he came out. And we saw what he can do recently in competitive Valorant. Definitely has a pretty heavy impact on the game, and potentially even pushing Sky out, just because the 0-point knife is so good against all of Sky's utility, and certainly is very good against the drones, very good against the Killjoy.
Yeah.
It just has a lot of value, especially on a close quarters map like Ascent. So
the agents have been locked in. This time around, Killjoy, probably, I would assume you like Killjoy on this map a little bit more than maybe on a Fracture, so understandable.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I play Killjoy. I'm not a Killjoy hater. I just think that Killjoy is bad on Fracture, but definitely good on Ascent.
Good on Ascent, and good for getting information all over the place, including in that mid place, as we already see early on, AGM placing that alarm bot in the mid, and the turrets towards B main. But we have Juul Team 6 playing defense, Team Name playing attack. And here we go. Map 3 officially underway. It starts with Diamond, as he's going to drone on mid, try to deal with some of that utility perhaps. Scouting, not going to find anyone, but that's info in itself that mid was clear.
Yeah, they do take out the alarm bot as well, but Harmful going to find the first pick on Nerf. That's the Astra down. No smokes available for the attackers now.
Gucci holding from tree, lands a headshot on Morg some way, somehow through the smoke. Continues momentum from the previous map. That's Gucci. But Redux, he'll find Gucci eventually, and they lead into the A site. AGM gets taken out as well. You got Harmful in the site, but Nanners, the Sheriff connects. And the site has officially been taken by Team Name. Shock darts. Not going to connect.
A bit late. Yeah. Wait, it does. Okay.
Was that the bounce? So it actually does catch Redux. And we thought for sure that wasn't going to land, but Governor had a different idea. They're both hell. They know this. It feels like jump down. Governor's on fire right now. Can he get the third to finish the job? The arrow from Diamond, and Diamond clutches the Sova versus Sova. And Diamond will clutch in the end.
Yeah, that was good from both sides, actually. The take onto the site was really nice. That shock dart from Governor, I think it was actually timed with potentially the pressure through the door into tree, and so it kind of like baited attention over there for the shock dart to land and take out Redux, but ultimately Diamond just barely out shooting Governor in hell to close out the round.
Came down to the one man. This is one of those rounds where you kind of wonder if we're maybe going to see a buy situation, a forced buy from Juul Team 6, but it looks like, no, it looks like that they're on pistols, yeah. So not going to force anything, as they're going to spot Astra, Gucci, hiding towards A main. Instead, just go for the orb control. There's 4 players here in A main, so it seems like A side is certainly looking pretty tasty to hit eventually.
Yeah, early rotations too. The Killjoy lurk over on B, not going to pay off any dividends here. It's not initially.
Redux spraying through. Gucci respects that. Does eventually fall back. Out of smokes for now. Instead, the drone play coming in gets taken out pretty quickly, but a little bit of info at least. And it's like that spot for Team Name. It's like, you know, you have the good advantage. You really want to push into this when you don't have a kill yet. Yeah, they're going to play the safe route, as it says Anders creeping on mid. He will find AGM. Harmful tries to time him, but can't do so on catwalk, and now the B site may be exposed.
We'll quickly push up into B main. Guard on the site.
We've seen a lot of this from Team A. This is a very similar, even on Icebox, especially Fracture. The patience that comes out from this team. They are not afraid to eventually fall back and go all the way to the other side if it calls for it. Ronaldo, meanwhile, catches Morg, though. Spike is officially planted. A couple found on the side of Team E. Redux playing aggressive. He looks left, he looks right, looking all over the place. And Team Name will clutch it up. Clean it up even. Not really a clutch, but they take it 2-0. And now the buys, as you see, a bonus, of course, for Team Name.
Solid spray and pray there with the gun diff on the Spectres. But I mean, we saw right there with Ronaldo flashing through that smoke. That's one of the reasons why KO has really started to become a prevalent hero, or agent rather. Is just the right click flash through smokes is so strong. You have like 0 time to turn away from it.
Oh, the open operator, the naked operator from Harmful. No armor, but tries to go for the opening frag there. Connect. Will get drone though and trying to run away down to 69 life.
Nice.
He's in a bad spot. Eventually will make it out. So at least saves an operator for now. Going to be able to hold another angle with it. But Tien has taken mid control. Ronaldo holding cat.
Looks like they are happy to just take this mid control and maybe cut noise for a moment, see if anybody will push from Juul Team 6. They can wait for maybe the 0 point to come back up. 4 seconds for Morg.
This position, the fact that nobody's dead yet and they're all the way in market, pushed up mid, is Team Name. So 2 are detected with that catwalk knife.
That's big. That means no Astra utility for a few seconds if they want to execute, but they're just going to hold still. They really are being extra patient here.
They are thinking about now, but Governor.
Oh, no.
Good old Odin spray. He took did plenty of damage as still trying to make it work as Tien, and actually doing a pretty good job of it. They do take the site when it's all said and done. Nanner's going to get the spike down and make it a 3 versus 3. Take chance. They have lockdown, does Nanners, but does to use it back there.
You should run.
Probably not for now, at least. Oh, there we go. Getting killed through the wall. He's trying to. Yep. Pushing up Speedway now, 2 of them. One going stairs. Diamond. Nanners finds Harmful. And it's up to Ronaldo, and the save might be the option. Yep, trying to get away. Get the up. He's trying.
He does. Oh, the peek. The push. The jump.
Oh, and well played there. Nanners gets the hat trick and makes it 3-0 Team Name. Yeah, trying to save that op. Good jump peek. Clean play from Team Name.
Yeah, that was well played. I mean, I think that if he doesn't go for that shot on the jumping player, he probably can escape, but nice little bait and then good chase to take out that powerful weapon. So we're going to see a bunch of sheriffs coming out for Juul Team 6 now. And Team Name off to a strong start. We've seen them kind of fall behind on the first 2 maps. But this time, on the attacking side, doing quite well.
Yeah, making a statement. Up 3-0. And a scent. One operator. That's Harmful. Sheriff in hand. Pushing up towards B, but how about Nanners? Of course, Nanners is playing really far back, trying to peek out the turret. But Harmful's not going to fall for that. So it's really just Nanners is basically controlling the whole left side of the map. All the rest of the team is towards B, or towards A, excuse me, but they do find Nanners. As Gucci also got nerfed over on the A side, so a couple of sheriff kills. Morg trying to cover the gun, and he will kill Governor, who tried to pick it up there.
So good counterplay by Morg, but definitely a losable round here, even with the gun advantage for Team Name, as they still are not onto the site. They know Ronaldo's behind this generator, I feel like, but too scared to push in so far. They will be flashed as well. Delay coming in heavy right now. Morg finds another player trying to flank. Gucci gets pushed back as well.
Diamond, 36 seconds remaining. There is still a bit of time to rotate if they want to. Not anymore. Diamond goes down, spike down, picked up immediately by Redux. They're pretty much committed to try to hit this side, it feels like, and they're trying. Team Name is trying to force this, but they keep taking the individual duels. Ronaldo gets Redux, and now Morg, it's up to him. Catches Gucci, 17 seconds remaining. 10 bullets. That maybe all he needs. He's got 3 kills. He needs the ace to complete the task.
They're hiding.
Oh!
Are they?
7 seconds. Pick up the spike. Go plant.
You can plant? Oh!
You plant?
Oh no, it's too late.
Oh, I killed Oh, he gets the ace, but the thrifty is successful.
Oh my god, that was so close.
Oh, the timing. Yeah, that was like a second away. If that.
That was so close.
Ooh, that's one of the worst feeling aces we've ever seen. I mean, you get an ace, but still don't win the round. That's brutal. But it is what happens. Juul Team 6, they'll take it. And that was on, again, that was a thrifty. That was a save round for them, so they have really full buys just about. They're feeling pretty good with that victory.
Yeah, it just feels good to get on the board for sure. Here comes the null command. Pressure into the B side right off the bat.
Going hard and fast. Hunter's Fury, AGM. He's hiding in logs. Not going to be hiding for long. Redux has 3 meanwhile. Tearing through the B site as Diamond will bring up Morg right back to life thanks to that null command. Now, Gucci has an astral wall in the 2 versus 4. Unless they get a pick early here.
1 enemy remaining.
Good old Sova Odin.
For the jump peek with the Odin in hand. Doesn't matter. Redux will take out Governor. 4 kills in the round, and Team Name right back in the driver's seat here as they put QUARTERFINALS Team 6 on another eco buy.
Yep. Well, that's maybe where they want to be. Winning the previous one, of course. And, I mean, they have 4 ultimates as well. The only one they don't have is Hunter's Fury, but have everything else. And this is one of those situations, all right, we've talked about many times before. It's like, how much do you want to invest into winning an eco round when it comes to the ultimates? So it's, maybe it depends on maybe the early pick or not, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like at this point, maybe you're happy to just win a round on the defense. Try and not get blown out here.
Well, Harmful will use knives and gets 2. Ducks has his own knives. They have a drone that's bait. Oh, he dashes away. Well played by Redux. And now B's open.
Yeah, this is quite the interesting position from both teams. All the players from defense in middle, leaving B side completely unguarded, which will allow Team Name to set up.
But now I was gonna say, now you definitely use those ultimates, right? Because this is a very winnable round. Diamond's gonna, speaking of ultimates, pop that Hunter's Fury. Out comes an ult command though. Redux suppressed. Got the initial kill, trying to resurrect, but he gets the bait. AGM found Nanners, and speaking of using commitment, they used everything. Wall and lockdown too. They really want to win this round now. But Redux is still flanking. Diamond catches Ronaldo as well. And Gucci goes down to Diamond, runs through, gets detained. It don't matter. 5-1. Team Name. Every ultimate was used, elevated.
Yeah, that was wild. Things got a little chaotic there. The Hunter's Fury taking out the null commanding Ronaldo super early allowed them to still have access to the utility on the site because the radius didn't quite reach deep into B. And then, as we saw there, the lockdown and the Cosmic Divide expended as well. Still, Team Name hold on.
Blocking vision.
Oh, again, they have guns, but no ultimate utility to work with. But it's not going to matter there. Redux will get taken out by Gucci from the start. Gucci's holding a marker. They know he's there, so Harmful's going to try to protect him, and he does just that. Morg eventually gets Gucci, but it's just quite the battle here at A main. They're just going back and forth. Eventually slowing down. But you also look at what Nanners is doing. He's going to be spotted by the turret, so information there from AGM. Not going to be as secretive as he hoped for.
Yeah, AGM still holding. Good discipline here to hang out on the B site, even though there was kind of pressure coming towards A. Now it's coming up Cat, but Ronaldo with a beautiful flash.
Nanners now wrapping back around by himself. Ronaldo from mid finishes the triple kill and makes it 2 for Juul Team 6. So previous round maybe a little bit unfortunate for them, but they will definitely take this round as they make it out 2-5. So back to Team Name. Into the buys though, as they purchase the Vandals and Phantoms. Ultimate status, they still have that Astral Wall. That's currently the only ultimate online. 1 orb away from a lockdown too.
And we might see some sort of play towards B for the orb there, although it can be another default from Team Name, it looks like, at least to start. Spike over towards the A side.
Oh, Flicks catches Harmful that one way. Not going to work out too well for Nerfed in the end. Or not going to work out too well for Harmful, excuse me. Very well for Nerfed. They're still pushing this.
Not to be denied. It's all about aggression here at the LAN environment. You know, you got to get in their face because you're in their face in person anyway. So
really rub it in. Now, I think a lot of that has to do, though, again, they noticed that the lockdowns went away as well, so they're going to go for that orb control, and they played 3 players A main right there as a result, so they really do not want to give up that orb. The other team. But Redux, he's just doing what he's been doing this whole series. It feels like running through. Takes out AGM. He takes out Ronaldo. The clean shots. Gucci catches
so aggressive.
Gucci just hiding in his own smoke.
Yeah, really well playing around the smoke. Will find Redux, but gets traded by Nerfed immediately. Governor, the last one standing for Juul Team 6. Trying to deny the plant a little bit too late on the shock dart, though.
Nice shot there. Great flick. You know exactly where he's at, though. That recon, there's nothing he can do about it. And victory for Team Name. They make it 6-2. Yeah, that really goes back to Jet just going off and just charging in and getting a couple of frags early.
Yeah, Redux has been popping. He's, I believe he's the 14-year-old player.
Yeah, that's what people are saying, yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, age just a number, right?
The Zoomer reactions definitely working on that Jet. He is 12-6 this game, 12-6-4. He's got a Sheriff, but he's got knives. They also have Lockdown and Astral Wall still. Astral Wall for JT6 as well. And there's the first Astral Wall. This one. Oh, that was Lockdown, excuse me.
Yeah, no counter for it, as Governor does not have Hunter's Fury currently. Just gonna wait for this to time out, push in aggressively. Governor hiding in the back corner will get owned by Redux.
Oh, jumping around. Yeah, got the one, but Ronaldo eventually gets Redux jumping around despite that Nerfed. Gets his Gucci at the other side, though, and he's going to plant A, so a bit of a distraction play. It was all a fake in the end. Towards the B side, it is a trap, and here comes that Astral Wall up in heaven. That's a great wall, actually. They just got to jump through it if they want to make a play, and that's difficult. There you go.
We'll find the angle. Harmful, what is that?
Oh. Wow. Well, I mean, Harmful almost made a play right there, but Nerfed eventually gets him killed. Win the round.
Floating through the spray, somehow dodging the bullets, lands, hits the off shot, almost hits the second one on the dash, but will be cleaned up there. Kind of a sketchy round win for Team Name, but they will take it and go up big here in this first half on a set.
Yeah. 7-2. That's we're looking at Team Name right there on the right-hand side of the stage. Love to see the live shots getting this LAN event here in Philadelphia. Nerd Street Gamer Studio, the block. Yeah, there are 16 teams competing for that $7,500 prize pool here over the weekend. Nanners playing patient towards B once again, but yeah, 7-2 start for Team Name, and as will catch Governor going for that orb.
Great shots, did a ton of damage to Harmful as well. He's down to like 1 HP. Ronaldo trying to make a flash play out of Cat again, but there's nobody in middle to really fight.
Harmful holding an angle. 1 life, might as well go for the headshot. Nanners respecting this, though. They're going to drone it. Does Harmful run at them or dash away? He's going to try to run away. No, okay. Doesn't even kill the drone. Now they're taking over the site. I don't think anyone's back there. This is going to be a free site in the end now for Team Name. They still have 3 players alive. course, on the side of Mule Team 6, but being a safe round, I don't think those ultimates are going to come into play.
No, probably not. Nanners does get detected, but a better weapon outduels Killjoy, but taken out by AGM before getting traded.
Well played. 8-2. You see the fist bumps coming out. Seeing more and more of that as time's gone on. Starting to feel it.
What fucking happened? You're so quiet.
And Team Name certainly is feeling it once again. 8-2. This is the attacking side. I know, it's somewhat even, if anything, you could say, but already having 8 rounds for Team Name on the attacking side. Definitely feeling great about that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, remember, Ascent was the most defensive-sided map through all of the Valorant Champions event, with a 45% win rate on the attacking side. Harmful will find the initial pick-off on Redux there. Finally, getting some value out of the operator.
Yeah, that's big. Great start, Field Team 6. Nanner's hiding in that smoke. Meanwhile, Gucci will catch nerfed. Get through A main, and the A main control continues. Both sides. It's Molly out. Ronaldo has to respect that. And they push them off the orb. They actually go for the hit on the site, though. Oh, they're trying, but Governor gets a couple before being traded out by Morg, and it's up to Morg, though. 1 versus 3. All in the A site.
Yeah, 36 HP with an operator. Does have null command, but obviously without somebody to res you, it's not quite the same value.
I don't think their economy is that bad, so he could save this operator, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like it's that necessary.
30 seconds left.
You might as well just go for the round one if you can.
Yeah, Harmful taking advantage of that updrift and lands a shot as he comes back to ground. And they make a 3 for themselves now. So 8-3 favor for Team Name. It's still going to be a full buy, I believe, for Team Name despite that. It looks like they have Huntress Fury and Suppression, or the null command. 4 ultimates on the other side. The only one they don't have is Lockdown. I think he might be 1 orb away. A little hard to see right here, but that's actually something they could go for and take advantage of it. What's the last round now coming up here in the first half?
An aggressive peek from Harmful in middle once again. Not going to get spotted by the turret right away.
Harmful. Ooh, missing the knives. He can't connect. He's going to spam the classic. Almost in frustration there. Fury here, Governor. The counter Huntress Fury. Going to be happening, and Diamond will win that duel. Catches Ronaldo, actually. Gucci, though, continues to hide in his smoke. And he is just so quick with these shots.
Yeah, perfect timing there on the running nerfed. GM has a good angle. Governor, Gucci finding kills. Redux has found his way into the site, but no spike.
Oh, they know he's here, too. Now it's up to Redux. That ain't happening. Governor jumps down, gets the frag, and makes it 4-8. So, again, Team Name, 8 rounds on attacking side and Ascent. You still feel pretty good, but at least the last 2 go the way of Build Team 6. Give themselves some decent hope, as we're going to swap sides right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so it's cool to see that KO is really starting to have some big impact in these high-level games because, I mean, we're feeling the impact almost every single round. The suppression is doing a really good job of both slowing the attackers down and also, really helping on the retakes. I think that teams are starting to get a little bit more comfortable with adapting to it as well. Maybe droning from less expected spots, or certainly playing off site if your utility is holding it, if you're a Killjoy.
Shock dart into the B link. As Redux is playing that pretty aggressive too, but I don't think it really connected. Trying to go for the early kill. Almost. But how about Harmful, though? He's just going to charge on up, and he doesn't check right. Redux just lands an easy headshot. Oh, more. Jeez, they're just running at them in mid. Have the player advantage. They say, why not? Let's play more aggressive.
Yeah, clearing corners, you know, generally a pretty important part of this game. But at the same time, you know, if you're just W keying on Jet, who needs it, right? You just charge forward and you dash, you get in trouble.
That's the idea, at least. But yeah, unable to do so there. Well played. Actually, getting a couple does Ronaldo. He's finds him with a classic, so hits a couple of headshots. He's going to pick up a ghost, so perhaps still chance here for Yule Team 6, despite that start.
Yeah, 40 seconds to work with. It's still plenty of time. They're going to make their way towards A, which is currently not really being defended very heavily. Both players towards the A side of the map for Team Name are playing very far back.
Ronaldo trying to check all the angles possible, but as we can see, there's no one in the site. It's going to be retake play from Team Name as soon as the spike goes down. You also have even Nanners is all the way in the B side, still suspicious. Although Redux, he peeks Ronaldo. So they try to take control of Heaven before the plant here. They were still suspicious. If they just planted it earlier, maybe, but again, they don't have that information that we do. And now AGM, this is a near impossible task, and it ain't happening. So the defuse is going to come out. See another ultimate orb as a result, and we're going to see 9-4 for Team Name.
Yeah, it's always tough, right? You go for the fake to try and draw out a peek and, you know, get that free kill, but unfortunately ends up just being bad timing.
It's so frustrating as a spectator caster when it's just like, just plant the spike, what are you doing? But again, it's in the game sense there, it's just a little off, but understandable. You never really know. They didn't know, they didn't have that information, so. But 9-4, and how about this though? Look at what Yule Team 6 is doing. They're forcing.
They are forcing. They definitely want to steal the momentum back here, and I like this. I mean, we saw a lot of forcing at Valorant Champions, with pretty good results. So it's definitely a map where these Spectres can come into play here.
I actually think that dagger was a little off. Yeah, meant to have it connect against the wall, but it connected against the further wall, that is. But either way, not the end of the world. They'll try to take control of this orb. And speaking of getting daggered, ooh, they know they have guns now. Ronaldo peeks off of that Marshall, and Nerf goes down. The flash is not going to matter. Morg charges out with Bulldogs.
Tree pressure, though, is very strong. Governor finds 2 and will plant the spike as well. So the force paying off so far.
Absolutely is. Then the spike. We're now with control of that A site. Nanners. It's Ronaldo, but the classic comes out. Diamond, Ares in hand. It's a trade. Does have recon. Does have drone as well. Be a bit risky though. He knows. Oh, he's no life at AGM. Just they both have no life. This is very winnable, actually. Turret.
Crossfire's tough.
Yeah. They're playing
he finds one.
I mean, he has that info too from his teammates, I'm sure. Gonna get pulled off.
I don't think he has enough time now.
Nope, no he doesn't. Well played. Very well played by Yule Team 6. They take a round from Team Name. They force spy. And at the very end there, it looked damn scary. But they still make it work, so they keep the hope alive. And now 5-9.
Yeah, they did force there, and they win the round, obviously, which is big for their momentum, but everybody died as well, so look at their buy. You know, it's not really a classic bonus round, right? They have one rifle, a bunch of Spectres, probably, you know, somewhat spotty utility as well. They do definitely have a chance to start building some momentum, but this could be disastrous for their economy if they lose this one.
Everyone going out in B main. Team 6, they want to play this really aggressive, it seems like, but the utility is kind of holding them off, and in the end, they are going to fall back. So no picks able to happen.
Positioning.
Oh yeah, wow, he's going to see this. Uh-oh, oh no.
Not expecting 4 people to be charging him.
Not the gun you want at that range. That free gun on the classic, not going to do you any good. But they head immediately back towards B. Now Diamond, great Sheriff peek there. Catches them looking the other way.
Early information too. You see the rotations coming back and sort of a track meet in this round. Both teams just running back and forth across the map.
but we'll find nerfed. It's down to 2 now for the side of Team Name. Make it 1. Diamond ain't winning that. Governor gets 3. And now we got the 6-9. So, Real Team 6 climbing back. Team Name, though, back to buys themselves. Are going to be buying now here in the second half. Ultimate status, you have Sova, Governor. It's got Hunter's Fury.
1 enemy remaining.
Good flick shot there. And finish to that round.
Right there.
But aiming and control, I mean, it was in the first half when they were on obviously different sides, now swapping sides. It's really no different, though. It seems like both teams definitely going to contest for this A orb. As I say this, it looks like this round, Team Name's not doing it.
No, it's going to be a free orb, but certainly early information with the 0-point knives for both KOs. Juul Team 6 gonna, they're gonna set up some kind of sneaky map control and line, and then back off.
Governor, he lands 1 shot. It's not going to be able to finish for the kill, but Morg losing some life there. There is no heal, no Sage or Sky.
AGM going with the Curry strat, playing in spawn for the attackers.
Now pushing up towards the mid. Morg, tight angle there, but he is able to land it. That's a spike down. Oh, that is going to be picked up when they run away.
On the backside, the site has been taken, but Morg doing very well here at the door.
Yeah, Morg's the one that took that damage initially, and he's found a couple of frags despite that. Oh, ATM, what a flick turnaround there. Gucci gets reduxed. And momentum's, the pendulum swinging back for Juul Team 6 now. We're going to take B. No one's here. Killjoy utility doesn't matter, of course, as he's dead. And that's going to be the lockdown used as well from AGM to try to push them off, and nothing to stop it.
Yeah, buys them quite a few seconds off the spike timer as well. An underrated aspect of using that lockdown to help the plant. And Ronaldo versus Morg is going to be a very important battle here in B main. Ronaldo smell this flank coming. Does not look like it at the moment.
No. A little off there initially, but eventually connects. That's what matters. And just a clean retake. Yeah, that flank doing work. Did not smell it out. Spider sense tingling, not so much. 10-6, Team Name with that win there. So, yeah, the lockdown even used. I mean, it seems like they, as you mentioned, taking out those seconds, important seconds on the spike being planted. Looking like a good hold chance for Juul Team 6, but really all came down to that flank timing. Clutching through.
Yeah, that's a pretty crucial round because it's going to... Yeah, I mean, 10 rounds, only a couple away from closing out this map here. Stops the momentum, stops the economy building for Juul Team 6. This is a very, very critical round for both teams to win.
A lot of utility in the A side this round. That's where LaJoy has set it up this time around. Ooh, nice shot there from Governor. Catches Morg in the head on Catwalk. So a chance to now push it up. I guess he's there. It's nerfed. It doesn't matter. Harmful. We'll take nerfed out as well. Nerfed went to back up the fallen teammate. Not so much. Now we got 10 to, or it's 5 versus 3 advantage, of course, for Juul Team 6. And they're just going to hold.
Slow down a little bit. Yeah, definitely.
Starting to creep up now. Again, that Killjoy utility is currently in the B site, or the A site, excuse me. As Nanner is hiding in hell. And with the nanoswarms used, those are going to run out, and now's their chance. Nanner's in hell. Do they look for this? Gotta think they are. Harmful's going to check it, and yep. Beaker's advantage there. Nanners goes down, and definitely a free side take for Juul Team 6 at this point. Spike goes down. You're just going to save if your team name.
Yep, that is exactly what we're going to see happening here. That angle is pretty unfortunate here. He like had the angle on the generator peak, but at the same time it exposes him immediately to the pressure from the attackers. Punished for it. Redux gonna find a kill in middle. It's AGM not looking the right direction.
Yeah, they're holding together. One's holding B mid, the other one mid. But they're also being flanked, so how much does Juul Team 6 commit on top of this? Okay, Redux is gonna go down. And Diamond gonna hope to save the Odin. Yep, he finds one. Looks like he will survive.
Barely.
Keeps the Odin.
Yeah, getting pinched from all sides. We'll hold on to that Odin, which obviously is very, very good on this map. All the walls are paper thin here on Ascent. Makes Sova a very dangerous agent. That map hack into Odin combo that we see so often.
Pretty good. Yeah, he's take a live look. You see a live look there of both the teams. Got to take a look at Juul Team 6 first on the left-hand side of the main stage, and then team name on the right-hand side. In Philadelphia competing. A main control. Diamond. Oh, that's a great Hunter's Fury into them. Gets one. Redux gets another with the knives. JT, or team name, was not ready for that. Or excuse me, Juul Team 6 was not ready for that.
Yeah, it's another really nice combo from Team Name. Like you've mentioned a couple times in the series, their coordination has been really good with their utility. The Sova ultimate to scout and also kind of distract while Redux pushes up with the knives for an early pick. Definitely stops the attacking momentum there in its tracks.
Redux with the knives. They don't know for sure, but that drone could, so they need somebody to kill that drone. It's not happening. Redux could be in trouble now. Although Morg's gonna catch Harmful creeping up, and so Redux is tagged. Gets down to 17 life, but he manages to jump away. Now Governor is gonna go for still the play into the A site. Morg sees the door closing. He's gonna kill it immediately. Gets peeked off of it. So Governor making some plays. Keeping hope.
Yeah, and they're gonna have to wait because Killjoy is still making her way through middle. Actually, never mind Redux. You don't care. It's the shot on AGM. Governor again has not planted. He's trying to bait some peeks. Just allowing Killjoy to rotate over. Now it's a 3 against 1.
Yep. Obviously, they got to know he's in the site, right? Like he hasn't shown past into A main. They were watching that, so.
Yeah, they're just waiting for Dart.
Okay, there's Dart in Hell as Governor. Great shot on Redux as he entered. Of course, only had 17 life. But that's exactly what they planned to happen in Team Name. A good trade. And the defuse on top of that. So 11-7 Team Name as they'll take round number 18. And again, this is map 3. As we're tied at 1 map apiece. So the winner of this, taking the series, I also will reiterate, this is a round-robin group stage format, so no matter what, you still play all 3 of your matches against your opponents in the group. But still, it's going to be that much more important for the following ones if you lose this first series here. So, Juul Team 6 feeling the pressure.
Absolutely, and lots of ultimates on board. We've got Lockdown for Nanners, Cosmic Divide for Nerfed, also available for Gucci. Although with that null command, I expect to be coming out here.
Diamond spraying through, but they, well, timed here by Juul Team 6. After that spray happens from the Odin, now they're going to come in. Oh, the knives! They catch Diamond. The timing was perfect from Morg.
The Judge.
The Judge. He is the law. That was the classic. They want to res, but this is so awkward with the wall. He kills him in the end, and he runs away.
That's nasty. Judge is so good at cutting through that 750 HP. You just pop away at him from close range. Morg shuts down the push.
Those Astral walls, the one to cut the KO in half was huge. The spike is picked up thanks to that smoke coming out from Jet. But they probably feel like they're getting sandwiched, which as we see they're not. There is no flank happening currently. And that's actually pretty big for Juul Team 6. So they could get out of here if they want, but they aren't exactly sure. They're going to use a blind Hunter's Fury. But more, I mean, he's just sitting there with a Judge still. Same exact spot. Yep. Gucci! Oh, an ace for the Judge!
Oh, no.
He gets 4 kills. He'll take it. Nanas cleans it up. Hey, they'll take the win in the end. They make it 12-7.
I mean, what a round there from Team Name with the perfect timing on that Astro Wall, the perfect time to pull up the judge and make that type of play. Really just nullifies the null command, and that puts Team Name in a commanding position here to close out the map and win the series 2-1.
All right, Yule Team 6. Harmful does have the operator. Oh, that's a Marshal, excuse me. Not an operator. A little bit different. But, yeah, not the greatest spy for Yule Team 6. No ultimates either. They are dealing with a lockdown and a null field, a null command on the other side from Team Name. So everything's lining up against Yule Team 6. We're winning this round, but we've certainly seen worse situations, that is. Yeah, they're going to leave the spike towards their spawn, is playing what we like to call default, trying to figure out what to do.
So much utility on the A site, very dangerous to try and peek even. The Astra Star is set up there to hold you in place if you try to get a little too aggressive. Players on B holding on defense as well. Team Name really stacking both sites. Middle kind of open to play though.
Harmful. Again, that is a Marshal. Checking up Cat. Yeah, mid is completely open. Neither team has been doing a lot of mid control this game, from what I can recall. As Redux gets Governor, checking B main. The rest of the team is going towards A, though. They try to be a distraction, and it's not going to work too well. Harmful is in pretty deep, but with a Marshal, it's not the biggest threat.
And Nerfed also killed the KO as well. Ronaldo going down.
Almost timed that with the shot on Silva, but he does not. And like the spike down, now they're dealing with this lockdown. Harmful says hello. And this should be the round to win it for Team Name. They're just going to run down Yule Team 6. GG, well played. Oh, never mind. He got taken out. They're going to defuse eventually. There we go.
There it is.
Making sure. That's going to do it. 13-7. Team Name taking out Yule Team 6 in our first series here out of Group D action. And again, this is an event where we have a lot of these teams that make up of multiple players from different rosters kind of coming together in this quote-unquote pug atmosphere. So really didn't know what to expect coming into this event in terms of results. But so part of me still wants to feel like this is a little bit of an upset here.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. Can't really speculate. It seems like Team Name maybe is more of a... Maybe they've been screaming together more. Certainly their coordination looked better. Yeah. Individual skill, maybe slight edge to Duel Team 6 as far as like the individual duels, but obviously it's team game, and at the end of the day, Team Name comes out ahead, 2-1 victory here. So great first series for us, and hope you guys enjoyed it with all of the land shots and the environment that we're seeing here as well.
Yeah, this is I love to see it again. I'm jealous that we don't get to be there in person, unfortunately, but the players certainly enjoying themselves, and definitely the production doing a great job of giving us all the feel that we're there in person. Certainly. At this event here. So a couple other results, by the way. Zero Marksman Silver did defeat Sewer Cats 2-1 in their series as well. That was the other series that went 3 games right there. But so our first 4 best-of-3 coverage that's going to be happening here today is we take a look at some replays here on Ascent, a map we just watched, of course, and some different plays out right off the bat with Diamond getting that clutch pistol round. But we are going to be heading to Cloud9 White versus Jay's Finest, I believe, is going to be our next matchup, if I'm not mistaken. So that's going to see Cloud9 White, who's coming off that loss once again in their first match, that is, and Jay's Finest, they took out Showstoppers in their first. So that should be a good one.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, LAN is such a cool thing. Even if, you know, we have, what, $7,500 prize pool. This is not like a $1 million prize pool, but still, there's pressure. You're on stage. You're on a unique setup that is not yours.
And you get those reactions.
Yeah, there's people watching you. And of course, you get to, you know, talk your stuff. If you make a cool play on the other team, you know, you can let them know. They will know because they're right across the stage from us. So
God, this judge play is cool. I kind of wonder what the pop-up reaction was like after the judge plays here from Morg, because he better been popping off after that was. I'm sure he was, because feeling pretty good about it. Got the 4 kills, can't complete the ace, but that eventually set up this final round.
Stands up with his beard. You shall not pass.
Something along those lines, yeah. All right, so good victory, though, for Team Name. Again, they take the series 2-1 and feeling pretty good about their chances in Group D. Again, they will play their other opponents still, so we'll see how that all plays out. In the end, the top 2 from each group advancing on to the playoffs tomorrow. But before we go on break here, I want to shout out to some of our sponsors, including Mavix. Mavix Holiday Sale is happening. All Mavix gaming chairs are on sale for the holiday season. Guaranteed a holiday delivery with orders placed by December 20th. So only a couple of days left if you want to get it by Christmas. Definitely check out those beautiful chairs there. You can save 4%, 5%, 7%, and 9% plus free shipping. Combined with your NSG promo code NSG55 and save an additional $55. That's a lot of money. Shop the holiday sale now. www.mavix.com. Check out those chairs. But
my back feels better already just looking at them.
Right? Just imagine actually being able to sit in one. How much better that would feel too. I could definitely use one myself here. Just saying. All right, no, but definitely some more action going to be coming at us here. Again, our second best out of 3, as we have Cloud9 White going to be taking on Jay's Finest. We're still, in a sense, just getting started for the day. A lot of Valorant going to be happening. But Elevate, anything else before we go on the break?
Just get us into the next map. Let's go.
All right, we'll send it to the break then. I believe we are ready for that. So, ladies and gentlemen, sit tight. We got our second match going to be happening after a short break here. We'll be back.